Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Episode 2, same day. This is fun. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Devin.
That's Colton, and he just said my name. We are here, and
Oh,
we
welcome back to Tangent
are.
Plant. This is Tangent
Yeah.
Plant Podcast.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
You should get one of those fuzzy mics, one of those little clip-on fuzzy mics, and put it on the end of your baseball bat.
Have you seen the video? This was so funny because it's not fake. It's some like American, I believe it's American, but it's like a politician or a lawyer. I think it's a politician. And there's like a group of people around him. There's people with like mics. And first it's like it's
Oh,
a
it's like
guy
an
with
ear of
like
corn or something. It
yeah,
just comes into frame.
and then the
Yeah,
second
I've
one,
seen that
and then the
video.
second one is a baguette on the end of like where like a boom mic is supposed to be, and they did, and his what cracks me up every time is there's a like a security guy, and he's real straight faced. He goes like he just tries like not to laugh because he's like what? Because you just see this baguette dipping into this, but yeah, I should get just a mic for this and just
Yeah,
honestly hold it.
yeah.
I went to the Y today and got a membership.
Oh, good
So
for you.
that was fun. Yeah, it was really cool. And so I got a family one. You have to list all your kids and their birthdays. And
I
the
always have
lady,
to text my wife or call
yeah,
her on
and
the phone, ask her for what's all the kids' birthdays. I can't keep them all straight.
I told the number of kids I have, and the lady goes, "Oh wow, it's gonna be a lot of typing." And I was like, "Good thing you get paid to do this. So let's stop with the comments." That's exactly what I said. And she goes, "Oh," it just starts.
Oh,
Anything.
well,
It was,
I'll just go
yeah.
fuck myself.
Yeah, there wasn't no broad either. It was like a young chick. So it's like
A
her fingers were
young,
nimble.
hip.
I wouldn't call her hip. She definitely looked like she was sheltered and didn't know what a lot of,
She works at the Y. Of course, she was sheltered.
no, there's some very like, non-sheltered people, but it was just hard to explain. I don't want to get people riled up by the fact that she probably like, I don't know, she's not very cultured and she probably isn't sleeping with men a lot.
Well,
So,
I mean, neither am I. You know,
no,
that doesn't have
that's,
anything to do with anything.
yeah, that just makes it more like you did and have. Here, I'll show you some fun things. I threw a bunch of my trophies away when I was like in my 20s because I have like 3 boxes full of trophies. But I have 3 left over, one football, one basketball, and one baseball. This one's
That's
pretty
fun.
tits.
Yeah.
This one is from 2000.
Damn.
This one's 26 years old. This one's from 2003.
The Twin Towers were still standing.
I swear to God, I was looking at this one and I was literally thinking, well, that's 2 years after 9/11. I swear to God, I was. And this is 2008. This was the last year I played baseball. This is the last year I played baseball. That was almost 20 years ago.
Wow.
That's
You're
wild.
old.
But I bought mitts for my sons and I, and I bought and also I bought a pickleball paddle today, and my sons and my brother and I went and played pickleball. So that was pretty fun.
You said that in the last episode.
But here's the funny thing is that like everybody thinks pickleball is like a new thing, but it's really not because when I was in high school we played pickleball.
I don't think we ever did.
We played
I never
pickleball all the
really
time.
heard about pickleball up until, a couple years ago. It got real popular.
We all had the
Hell,
like
we
terrible,
watched an episode of Blippi the other day. Blippi and Mika were playing pickleball.
but we did have like a bunch of wooden paddles, and we go out to the tennis courts and we'd play pickleball. I
We
mean, a
played
bunch, and then
pickleball till the sun went down
yeah,
all night.
and then it made this resurgence, and I was like, "What's everybody like? It's a new sport." And now you get like these, dude. There's paddles that were like $170.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, nah.
Just
You're not.
bust out old Spanky.
Well, I'll tell you what. You gotta. I like pickleball a lot. I don't know if we'll be joining a league. 2 weeks later, I'm in a league, and it's just I've got the $170 like pickleball paddle and like
Yeah, you're wearing
Oakley
fingerless
shades.
gloves. You got a sweatband
Yeah.
or a headband,
Uh, you call that a
spandex
hit,
shorts.
Barbara? I'll tell you what's on the line. Yeah, yeah.
Just spike it.
Well, and this is actually funny. I was playing, so first it was like one of my sons against my brother and one of my sons, and then we switched teams, and then it was like we'll play single. So my sons played each other, my brother played each other, and then one of my sons and I played. And while we were playing, so there's like 2 different pickleball courts. There's one way over there with the basketball courts are new, and then like another one that's our old high school got tore down. Well, where the old locker room was for the boys football team. It's right up against that. So like my son messed up and he like went to hit it against the building and he hit it too like the angle was too high up, so he hit one of the balls on top of the roof, and that was funny. And then yeah, and then my sons, we had a good time. But yeah, dude, it was just it was good up until it was a good day, and then my daughters have were hanging out, we're having a good time, and I just my mom wanted my sons wanted to go to a graduation party for on my mom's side for one of the kids, and I was like, I don't want to go. My aunt's like, well, I'll take them, and they can just stay the night here with me after the fact. And I was like, I mean, you guys want to do that? And I'm like, yeah. And that's the thing, dude. It's like I want to be involved with family stuff, but I'm just over our graduation parties. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, my own kids, sure, or like a niece and nephew, but a
Well,
stipulation.
it's not about you. It's about them.
I don't care. And cool.
A
But one of my
little bit of
stipulations, you like dudes. And so,
yeah, mama.
yeah. So, one of my conditions with my wife when we first got together, I was like, I don't do little kids' birthday parties. I was like, or any useless party. I was like, I'll go to like your niece and nephews after they turn, like 10 and or whatever. We'll go. I've made like exempt, like, okay, we can do this. I'll go to this. But even like my own nieces and nephews, I'm like, if they're 4, I'll just send them a card or something. Give them,
Yeah.
send them a 6-pack of Bud Light and send them on their way. Like,
Marlboro Reds.
yeah.
Send them some Coors Banquets and some Marlboro Reds.
I get a call from my brother. You can't have a stripper come to my 4-year-old's birthday party. Like, that's
Wasn't
not
for him,
cool,
it was
man.
for you, bud. You're welcome.
Yeah. It was a dude. Yeah, I know. It was for you, bro. You're gay.
You're fucking gay, dude.
Gay. What? You like dudes. What's up?
I don't know. We go to about everything. I don't mind it because a lot of the time it's like, I don't want to say extended family, but it's people that you don't get to see very often just because of how life is. And so we kind of use those opportunities to just catch up with people you don't get to see very often, which is kind of nice. I mean, I could give a shit less if it's a kid's birthday party. I go for the adults.
Even then, the adults sometimes suck. So it's like, what's the point?
That is true.
But like, here's another one that people are going to think I'm a terrible person or father for. I don't care. I don't always like taking the whole gang. If I can just go by myself or with like
No,
one or two
I'm
other
with you on
kids,
that. Yeah,
I
I'm with
I'd
you on
rather do
that.
that. I don't need to take everybody all the time. Like
Yeah.
I'm minimalist in that way. And it's nothing against the other kids or anybody in general. It's just like whatever I'm trying to do, I'm probably trying to get in and out. And the quicker I can do that without having like, oh, Dad, look at me, or
Yeah.
my wife, like, let's stop and look at the curtains. It's like, let's just not. Let's just get what we're getting and go,
I'm like
And
that. If we're when we go to the grocery store, it's usually she has a list. We get what's on the list. Maybe if we see something that we both like, we're like, oh, we'll grab that too. But we don't really peruse much in the grocery store. If we go to Menards or Lowe's or Home Depot, both of us, it don't matter if I go by myself, she goes by herself. If we go together, we'll be in a Lowe's for 2 hours because I like looking at the garden, like the weed whackers and stuff. I like looking at the power tools, the cordless, the DeWalt tools, and she likes to go to the garden center, look at the flowers. And like when we like going to Menards, I just like to walk around. Like we'll look at flooring for no reason. It's just a fun place to be. I enjoy going to like Menards and such with the fam, especially the ones like, cause Menards will have the race car carts. So like if we're not going for anything big, if they have a race car cart, the kids just love driving the race car carts, which is fun.
it's you trying to squeeze in there. Just,
Knees hanging out both
yeah,
doors. My head's hanging out.
go,
Yeah.
go faster. Do a
But
pit maneuver on an old woman. Just take her out.
don't even pit maneuver. Just reach out and slap one of her feet.
Yeah, slap her ass. Wow, Trixie, you still got it.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah, I've never met a woman named Trixie a day in my life. So just point that out there as well.
I think Trixie's she's a cartoon character. There's a cartoon character named Trixie. It's in Fairly Odd Parents. She's the girl
Yeah,
that
Trixie, fuck
Timmy.
my face. Right. That's right. Yeah, you got it. That's right.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the girl that Timmy Turner's got a crush on in Fairly Odd Parents.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
She's
can
like,
see why.
yeah, she's like 11, so that's
No,
a gross joke to
I
make.
guess that. Well, you know what? I made that up when I was 14, so it's okay.
Yeah. So that's like a 25-year-old joke.
Yeah, I've just been hanging it in my back pocket until one day it matters. So
I just called you 40.
I mean, I'm close to being 32, Lord willing. So
You're old.
you're old. You're
I'm
like
younger
30.
than you, nerd.
How old are you?
30. Be 30 or 31 in August.
When's your birthday, Nog?
August.
Yeah, so's mine. So I'm asking. I don't know when your
19th.
birthday is. 25th.
Really? My
Yeah.
oldest daughter's the 12th. 7 days before my birthday. Completely invalidates my birthday every year. It's great.
Well, birthdays don't matter to grown men. So kids
Yes,
and
they
women.
do. Yes, they do. Birthdays matter to grown boys.
Yeah, yeah. You're real spicy.
Zesty.
You're a spicy guy. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the kids are calling gays these days.
Not gays, metro.
Dude, metrosexual has not been used. Okay, so I watched a show. It's an older show. It's called Rescue Me. That came out like 2005 or six. It was on for a while,
I've
maybe.
heard of it, yeah.
And there's an episode where the conversation's about metrosexuals. And
South Park did an episode on metrosexuals too.
it's funny because it kind of faded out. Like you think
Yeah.
it'd be part of the LGBT maybe or something, but I mean, but here's the thing. People are gonna hit on me, but when I was back in my days of money getting and loving, I would go every Friday. I'd go get my nails cleaned.
Fuck dudes.
Yeah, just fucking guys. I would go get my nails cleaned and stuff. No polish, just cleaned. I get my pedicure and I'd go about my business. Go to the barber.
You know what I do?
Yeah.
You know what I do? I chew my nails. I chew them off. I don't even clip them. I chew them off like a bear. Wait,
You
fuck,
talking
that's
about
gay too.
You talking about gay bears? Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, yeah. No, you did it on purpose. Don't act like
No,
it was
no, I
fake. Yeah,
didn't.
you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That was wild. There's been a lot of omittance on these podcasts, so it's okay. And you're really leaning into Pride Month. You're just leaning into it. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's my favorite month of the year.
Called yourself a bear and everything. I'm a gay hairy man. My name's Colton.
You know what's funny? I'm not hairy at all.
I'm
I've,
hairy.
Like I could probably count my chest hair.
Dude, I can't count. My back and chest is wild. It's rambunctious how much hair there is.
Rambunctious, he says. I always when I was a kid, I was the last in my friend group to get armpit hair, but the first to get ball hair. Riddle me that.
I mean, the way it sounds like to me is you're a perfect kind of gay guy. You have smooth chest, but you're hairy downstairs. You got facial hair. You got a cute smile.
It's
And
shitty,
so
but it's there. It looks
mine's,
good. It looks good when I'm looking at you, but if you look at my side profile, it's real patchy and shitty.
you see how mine is not, you see how mine just,
You see how mine's not, and it's perfect
yeah,
and beautiful.
yeah, you see that?
If I let mine grow out, it looks like I'm growing curly pubes out of my chin. It's bullshit.
I've had mine down to here.
I wish I could get that kind of length out of it.
See, and the people wish that shit, and I'll tell you what, man, if you like sauces, if you like nacho cheese, if you like soup, if you like chips, food, anything, and you don't constantly do this or have a napkin or something over
I
it,
just tuck it
no
in my
matter
shirt.
ice cream, no matter what you do, bro, somehow, okay, it's lots of cum. This is a true story. One time I was talking to this chick and she was like sticking markers and stuff in there.
Okay,
And
it's your
so
story.
I put a peanut in there, okay, like a peanut.
A
And I
peanut.
forgot about it, right? I forgot about this peanut. And so I was in the shower and I went like that to like whatever. And I hear, tink, and I looked down and there's a peanut. And I was like, where the fuck did this
Where the
peanut
fuck does
come
peanut
from?
come from?
And then I
I
was like,
didn't
oh,
eat that
wait,
corn.
yeah. That lying bitch is cheating on me.
She give me peanut AIDS.
Yeah,
Just growing peanuts.
Go to the doctor. She gave me peanut eggs, sir. Look at it. That's a peanut. That's a honey roast. First of all, I don't like honey roasted peanuts. I don't like them. I don't like honey roasted peanuts.
It's weird.
No, it's not.
I like honey roasted nuts. You know what nuts I like? I love. Like if you go to
Yeah.
you go to Bussey's, and you get the little cone paper of
Hmm.
the candy roasted nuts. I love the almonds, the candy roasted almonds, the candy roasted cashews, especially when you get them out of the warmer and they're still hot. The candy's still hot. I'll fuck those up.
Now my papa's from the South, and I've done it now. But you, wow, that was a big cum cough you got. Oh, there you go. You
Figured I
do is you
better
drink,
not blow the listeners' ears out.
yeah, with all your cum coughs.
I know it's
So
right here. It's driving me nuts, actually.
So you drink like you get a Coke or a Pepsi and you drink it like to here, and then you fill the rest up with like peanuts, and then you drink it. I've done that since I was a little kid. I watched my grandpa do it, and I love that.
You was country when country wasn't cool.
My sons and I today on the way to the pickleball courts, we listened to "Dinosaur" by Hank Williams Jr.
That's a good one.
Love that song.
I love that, dude. I'll belt that out because I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a beautiful song. And
Should have
then
died out a long time before.
yes, and then when he's talking about the gay guitarist,
Yeah.
I find that hilarious. And those
Gay guitar pickers
guitarists
don't turn me
turn
on.
me on. And my son's like, "What?" They both, I was looking at the rear mirror, and my son's like, "Eh?" And I was like, "There's a lot going on when he wrote this. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on." So, but I remember when Country Boy Can't Survive came on CMT. I remember watching it. It was all black and white, and he was,
How
you
old
know,
are
right.
you?
Well, the video came out in black and white. Like he made it that way. Yeah, I had colored TV. You fuck nuts. I was like, I'm not that old, and my family wasn't that poor. We had multiple TVs. We had one in the kitchen. All right. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't. We didn't have one in the
yeah.
kitchen. We had one in the living room, and that was it.
I had one in my room, my parents' room, the living room.
Well, I
uh,
guess I had one in my bedroom too, but it was hooked up to my PlayStation. It didn't have TV to it.
the landing, and the kitchen.
Wow. The
Yeah,
landing.
yeah.
Are you
You know
watching?
the
You
landing
just
is?
got the weather going in there all the time,
No,
just
dude.
for
So
background noise.
we had a like it was almost like a guest bedroom. So there's a bedroom, there was a chair, and then I had my
Damn it.
grandpa when I was a kid got me a little recliner
Mm-hmm.
when I was a kid. So it was like a medium sized recliner, and I put that there, and I had a little desk, and then in my room was my PlayStation, and then the Nintendo 64 was on the landing, and then when I got an Xbox, the PlayStation 2 went to the landing, and then my parents got a divorce, and we stopped having a landing, and we moved into a townhouse. My mom and
Mm,
brother and sister and I. So that was fun, and then it was a very dark winter after that for
I
many
bet.
moons.
I
So
bet.
I know we're talking
I
about my
grew up in a double wide trailer, and the raccoons got to the ductwork under the house, and we was too po to have it fixed. So instead of having central air and forced air heat for the furnace, we didn't have no furnace. We had window units in the windows and a wood burning stove out in the kitchen. And on the end of a double wide trailer is like 100 damn feet from my bedroom.
yeah.
So and me and my sister and my parents, we all had water beds, and literally the only thing that was warm in that house in the wintertime was our water beds and the shower. If you got to take a hot shower that day, because if it was cold enough, the pipes were probably froze and you didn't get to take a shower that day.
I
And then mom and dad got divorced, and then we moved into a single wide trailer when mom moved to town. So I know all about the struggle.
it was different for sure, but like my mom eventually like my before the summer
You
going
know
into
what
my
though? My
grade.
dad was still never late to work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even though my dad was everything, he still was not late to work
That's
ever,
right. That's right.
ever.
Never.
How dare you?
How dare you even
Yeah,
suggest
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
my daddy was ever late to work?
My dad is a stand-up man. He's
That's right.
never been late for work.
That's right. My dad could beat up your dad. My dad has, I don't even know how many black belts he has. He's in the double digits.
It sounds like maybe your dad might have beat you with some of those belts, Colton, and now you've
Never with a belt. He has really strong hands though.
my dad was a belt guy sometimes. My mom was a big and hand, my mom was a big wooden
Oh
spoon,
yeah, I got
and
a wooden
pan.
spoon, and then at one point I got really fast, so I would get extension cords and broomsticks because I was always out of reach.
I'm not gonna go to that, but yeah, I'm not gonna go to that one. But
It's not abuse; it was discipline. I deserved it. I
yeah,
was being an asshole.
yeah, yeah. I just asked for more milk, but I was I was a prick, so I was a dick. So maybe I deserved it.
Mom, can we have like ramen noodles or something for dinner? I'm tired of spam.
Yeah. You piece of
No,
shit.
you
Yeah,
piece of shit! How dare
yeah,
you? You eat what I cook.
yeah.
What? What?
Call,
Yeah.
calls your dad. Honey, he said you've been late to work. What? You just hear him like, no, no. I didn't say that, Daddy.
The scene from the Christmas Story when she's like when his mom and you
Yeah,
hear what through the phone and
yeah,
she's holding it out here. That's what it was like.
yeah. That poor kid got his ass beat, dude. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
he
I
did.
remember thinking that as a kid, be like, my God.
Holy
Like,
shit, he's getting
yeah,
messed up.
yeah. Comes back and it's like the next day, like, dude, if one of my friends did that and blamed some shit on me, I would
I would
beat the
whip
living
their
shit.
ass.
Yeah. Even after that one, I'm like, I guess, man, like that's wild. Like I don't know, dude. I'm not like I don't spank my children really. I have my sons a couple times in my life, but like I'm more of like a push up, wall sit kind of guy. If you're like, all right, dude, you're dropping down and doing like 20 push ups and some wall sits, it does something different. Not only that, my sons are pretty strong.
Yeah.
So like there's a twofer for that. But I have really
God
well
dang,
mannered
dude. Fuck.
some really well mannered children. So like
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that. But
We went to when I got home yesterday morning, we went to a little restaurant or a little diner in Auburn, Indiana called Joanna's Family Restaurant. Pretty decent place to eat. Not real expensive.
is it a breakfast place?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. They do it all.
Yeah.
Right in there by Ace Hardware on Grandstaff. It's a pretty sweet place to eat. We got a kudos from we were back. They had us back in the corner, and I was like, okay, now listen, we're in the corner of the room, and this is all wood paneling behind us. So if we're loud in here in this corner, it is gonna echo and broadcast across the whole restaurant. So I said, y'all need to act like you've been out the house before.
Yeah.
And there was a elderly couple, husband and wife, that come in and sat down in the booth next to us behind my wife, and when they got done eating, the old lady come over and said, you guys have some of the most well-behaved children. We were over here talking about it. You guys have such well-behaved children. It's nice to see in today's world, because not a lot of parents have kids as well-behaved as yours. And I was like, well, that means a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That's nice.
And I mean, I must be doing something right, because my kids still get really excited to see me when I get home. So I must not be messing them up too bad.
Yeah. No, that's really good. I'm segueing here. So when I was a kid, my favorite thing to watch, like I'd go to my aunt's for like my parents would drop us off there in the morning and I'd go to school from there. But I would watch this short movie, it's like 30 minutes long maybe,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, called Sleepy Hollow. And it was a Disney cartoon, right? And I'm sure you've heard or watched, I bet you haven't watched it because you hate movies, of Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp.
I've seen, yeah. When you brought it up, I thought that's what you was going to talk about.
No, there's a cartoon, and the cartoon and the movie are very different. Like the
Really?
cartoon, Ichabod Crane. Oh, dude, if you have Disney Plus at
We do.
home, just look up Sleepy Hollow, and it's a two-parter. So the first part is nothing to do with Sleepy Hollow, like Ichabod Crane, but if you play halfway through it, it's on there. And it's still a very lengthy guy. He's a school teacher, and he's a real lengthy guy. And first, when he comes to town, he steals, like the kids will have their packed lunch next to him, and he'll take their food and stuff. He's a real he just loves food, and he's like plotting on all the honeys in the town, but he's after Von Tessel, like the daughter, this wealthy farmer's daughter. And dude, in the show, in like the Disney thing, it makes him look like such a fucking prick because like he just wants the daughter A because she's banging, but B because like he wants the wealth. Like the Bing Crosby is singing a song, Ichabod, but he's singing about the dad, and instead of like a bunch of wheat coming out of the barn. It's a bunch of gold coins, and he's like,
Nice.
"Oh, Ichabod loves money," and like and it makes him look like such a prick. And then like he's dancing in this thing at the end, like he's dancing to the music at this like Halloween party, and the Von Tessel chick is like dancing with them. Well, there's this one guy, I can't remember his name, but he's like the macho man in the town in this village. He's real macho and real and like strong, and he wants Von Tessel's daughter. And so he starts to scare Ichabod Crane and like throws a pumpkin at him at the end, and it makes him leave. And he's riding his donkey. This is so funny. It makes me like, dude, I'll send you where to find it because you got to watch it. We got to talk about it. But so Ichabod's riding this donkey or this, it was a horse. It was like a real sad horse into the dark
Mm-hmm.
woods, right? And so they're starting to hear
Mm-hmm.
noises, and these frogs are like, Ichabod, Ichabod. And it's really just them ribbiting. And so he can hear something. He's freaking out, and the horse is running, and they fall to the ground, and they're up against this log, and they can hear what sounds like hooves. But it's really, what are those things called? They grow on the end of like ponds and stuff, and they have tall brown pieces at the top of
Cattails.
cattails. Well, a cattail is like it's blowing over in the wind and it's hitting the log, so it's starting to sound like.
Mm.
And so they realize that him and the horses lose their shit laughing. This is just fucking laughing, dude. And then all of a sudden, there is the Headless Horseman. All right. And it's such a cool, weird show for kids that was made in like the 50s and 60s.
Huh.
This like little thing. But then the movie is so much cooler and
Yeah.
darker and more sinister and like
Yeah. I
sexualized
haven't
because the
seen that.
moms are.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
When that movie came out, I was at my cousin's house when it came out on like Dish or whatever. My uncle had it was like Dish, my uncle and my cousin. We're like, oh, can we watch Sleepy Hollow? And my uncle and I'm like, no. And then we kind of talked about it. I'm like, yeah, we can watch it. We got like halfway through. And like, nope, no. And we were like 9, like we weren't even
Yeah,
9. We were probably like
definitely not
7,
not
Yeah.
ready for that.
And this chick's like banging some dude, cutting her hand, and we're like, oh, what's this? Like it's like. But no, but the story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is a famous American ghost story written by Washington Irving in 1820. It is considered one of the earliest and most enduring works of American horror and folklore. The tale is set in a quiet village of Sleepy Hollow, a place where strange stories and superstitions are common. The main character, Ichabod Crane, a lanky, superstitious schoolteacher who hopes to marry Katrina Van Tassel. Yeah, in that movie, the Disney one's like, Katrina, you're beautiful. Thinking about this so hard. Yeah, and here it is. Local farmer's daughter. However, he faces competition from the strong and confident Brom Bones. Yep, that's who it is. After attending a party at the Van Tessel's farm, Ichabod rides home through the dark woods. Along the way, he encounters a legendary headless horseman, said to be the ghost of the Hessian soldier who lost his head during the American Revolutionary War. The horseman chases Ichabod through the night as Ichabod reaches the bridge where he believes the ghost cannot cross. The horseman throws what appears to be a severed head at him. The object strikes Ichabod and he disappears. The next morning, only Ichabod's hat and smashed pumpkin are found. So, yeah, dude, you should. I'll look up what the actual like thing is on Disney and watch it sometime. It's like 30 minutes long. And you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? It just makes him like a gold digging douche who steals food from kids and is trying to woo all the hoes in the
Hell
town.
yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. And
Hell yeah.
and you know what? Now I get like why I was the way I was as like a teenager because I watched that show every morning for like a year. I loved it. And then as a teenager, I was just out here like, oh, let me steal your food, children, and bang your whores. Like I was taking food from poor kids, but it's all right. It's okay. I wasn't. I didn't steal food from poor people or kids.
I don't believe you,
As you shouldn't. But
because you're a terrible man.
wow, you're a douche. You know that? Like I just call you gay. I don't question your manhood and how nice you are, like how good of
I
a
didn't
person
question your
you are.
manhood.
Yeah, I mean, you said I was a terrible man. That to me involves my manhood. Because
Hmm.
as a man, you want to be a good man, like a not a nice
Well,
man, but a
some
good
people
man.
do. Some people do. Some people want to be bad. They want to be
Yeah,
bad
they must
boys,
be bad boys.
bad
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, they want to be late for work, but not me.
Never. I would never
Yeah.
even dream it.
Yeah. Just takes a paintball gun, starts shooting the house. I'm never late for work. Stop, 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 stop. Titman's everywhere. Just like I got Titman 98 Customs all over my house. That's how long you can tell I haven't paintballed in my life. Was the only paintball gun I'm ever aware of is a Tippmann 98 Custom. So
I've got in a briefcase my dad gave to me many years ago.
why is it in a briefcase?
Because it's got the cut foam in
Oh,
it.
I thought you
It's
just had
all
it in like a nice leather briefcase that you just like click click.
well, it is. It's like it's a decent brief. Like it's got the click things, and you
Yeah.
open it up, and it's all the custom cut foam in there, and it's all in there laid out. Like there's a VHS tape in there, like a how to like maintenance and stuff. I don't know if it still plays. No way to know. That's how old that paintball gun is. It's a mini something. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Mini Getty.
Mini guy. Boy, there's a lot of options, none of which are the one that I'm looking for. I'd have to go out to. It's in my garage. I could walk out there and go find it right now. But it's a mini something. I don't remember.
Did you ever like Edgar Allan Poe?
I don't read.
Do you know who Edgar Allan Poe is?
I know who he is. We had to read. I don't remember which one of his
The Tale.
novels.
He didn't write
We
novels. He wrote poetry and short stories. It is The Telltale Heart. That was one of my favorites. A lot of people know about it. That was one of my favorite. The story is told by an unnamed narrator who insists on their sanity while describing the murder of an elderly man obsessed with the man's vulture eye. The narrator carefully plans and carries out the crime only to become convinced the victim's heart is still beating beneath the floorboards, leading to a dramatic confession. And it's actually, dude, if you listen to it, like if you put on YouTube and put on like the Telltale Heart on there, and it's like a real dramatic one. You get listened to it, especially if you're like drunk or stoned. Way back in the day, I'd play it, be super like both, and be like, God, this guy did murder this guy. Like
yeah.
it's tits, like it's super good.
I don't have anything to add to that because I don't know. I don't read. I was never a big. Not that I don't read. I just was never not really into poetry. Like I don't have even when I was in school. Like I don't think I've ever physically read a book cover to cover.
You want me to cut that out?
No, because
Um,
I tell people that I do. I don't think I don't have the. I have a hard time staying focused on something that long, and I don't know if it's like unmedicated ADHD or something. I got something because I have never like even like about the most. If I sit down and read something, it's usually like a news story or I'm flipping through a magazine or something. Like I've never like even writing book reports on books in school, never finished a book. I just have never I can't do it. I can't do it. I wish I could.
that's okay, I guess. All right, that's fine. We used to have to take in school. We used to have to take. It happened in fourth grade, and that happened in like seventh grade, where you read a book, and you go online, you select a book, and you have to take like a 10 or 20 like page, like whatever
Hey,
question
your
quiz.
AR points.
Yeah, and at the end, if you the person that read the most books or whatever would or pass the most tests, whatever, at the end would get like a free personal pan pizza
Yep, we did
each
that
like
too.
week or whatever, and then at the end, whoever got the most would be able with the first and second place kids would get to go watch a movie with the teacher and his wife, like to go to a
Mm,
movie theater. And in fifth grade, it was fifth grade, so it was Mr. Sprague's class, which was one of the best teachers I've ever had. And I messaged him on Facebook like 7 years ago. I was like, by the way, you were probably one of the best teachers. And we caught up. He was a great. I loved him when he taught history.
hell yeah.
Anyways, and so I'm starting to like whatever. Well, one day I clicked the wrong book on the quiz, but I was like, I'll take it anyways. And I used context clues from the questions it asked, and I was like, wait, and I passed like I was like, wait, I can do this all the time.
Just ruined you.
Yeah, and one day he like the end, like when it's like, okay, I've had a bunch of personal pan pizzas, and it's and so he announces the first and second place, and he announced me, and he's like, hey, can I talk to you real quick? And it was before lunch. And I was like, yeah. Oh, I was like, I thought he was going to ask like what movie I wanted to see or whatever. And he goes, I know what you're doing. And I was like, I'm going to lunch. And he goes, no, no. He goes, I know that you haven't read all these books. And he goes, what are you doing? I was like,
How are you reading 15 books a week?
yeah, yeah. And it was a lot. I was at the computer all the time. And he's like, well, I'm like, he goes, if you're honest with me, I'll still let you go to the thing. So I showed him. I was like, he goes, I was like, can I? show you? And he goes, yeah. So I picked a random book, whatever, on the quiz or typed it in. And then I did the test and I passed. And I was like, it's just context clues, like what you
Yeah.
showed us because you're talking. He goes, that's impressive. And he goes, that's not good because you're not being honest, but that's also, he goes, but we can't do this anymore. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's fine. And so, and then in sixth grade, we did it again. And these were bigger books, like thicker books. And the questions were a little bit more obscure. You had to kind of know, but not always. So one day I was like, let me give it a go. And then it happened again. And I just started, whatever. And then Mr. Sprague comes to my classroom, in my sixth grade classroom. And he goes, my English room, he goes, hey, Devin. And I was like, hey, Mr. Sprague, how are you doing? I was super excited to see him because now I'm in the middle school building and he's at the elementary because that's what the cutoff was sixth grade would go to the middle school. Fifth grade would stay at the elementary school. I'm excited to see. He goes, you're passing a lot of these quizzes. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, I'm like, how do you know about this? And he goes, because I golf with this teacher, and he was saying you're doing really well. And he
Yeah.
goes, are you doing this again? And I was like, yeah, but it's so much harder though this time. Like it's hard. And he goes,
Yeah.
I don't care. You got to tell the
You
teacher.
gotta
And
stop.
so, yeah. And so I told the teacher, and the teacher was like, nah. And so he's saying it was like the same thing. I just show him. And he goes, well, that's pretty cool, but you're lying. So I can't. I was like, Mr. Sprague is, I'm not Mr. Sprague. You can't. And so I just, okay. And went about my business. But I like to read. It's not something I can do where I can sit. I've only read two books. I read Jarhead pretty quick. It was like 2 days and I had Jarhead done because I loved that book when I was in middle school. But I'll read two chapters here, I'll read three chapters here, and then two here. But my cousin, he can read. My cousin Noah is very well read and he's very intelligent, good looking guy too. Like just attractive man, but also very intelligent and can read a bunch. And he and I will talk books all the time. I love To Kill a Mockingbird. One of my favorite books is To Kill a Mockingbird. Love that book. Fahrenheit 451 was all right. A lot of people hate on it, but I liked it. I like reading like psychological books. When my mom was in college, I read her psychology textbook.
Jeez.
And I read all kinds of books on like manipulation and history, memoirs. I like books on tape. I listen to a lot of military books on tape.
Mm,
Well, sorry, it's called Audible now, or like,
yeah.
people don't call it books on tape anymore. But yeah, man, I enjoy good books. You can just learn so much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm like retarded.
I didn't say you were retarded. I never once said you were retarded. I think you're pretty
Like,
intelligent.
I just like, I don't know. It's not fun for me. Like, I don't enjoy just sitting down reading a book either. Like, in reading comprehension was always a big thing for me. Like, if I'm reading a book, just a book, I could read the same page 15 times and never know what it says. But like if I'm reading literature for like working on a car or something to do with my job or something like just also random fun facts I just know for no reason. They're pretty useless, but I know them.
Hmm.
But like if it's most of the time if it's important shit that actually pertains to what I'm doing or what I need to do,
Yes.
then I can read it, comprehend it, and retain it. That's the word I was looking for. But like, yeah, I've never, and even like in school, the biggest thing for me was, like I said, I grew up farming. My grandpa was a farmer. My uncle still farms. So like when I would get out of school, it was like I was doing everything I could possibly do to go to work. Like
Okay.
to go help grandpa do whatever, even if it was just driving around checking fields. I wanted to be outside doing shit. I would much rather be outside doing shit than sitting reading a book about nothing.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. I've got some questions I want to ask you, but
Great.
before I do, I'm going
Why
to,
are
and
you
that's,
gay?
what are you saying? I always do my Devin's Facts Corner. So here's a fact. Here's a couple facts. Butterflies taste their feet. Taste with their feet. Sorry,
I did know
they
that.
taste their feet. All right. Yeah. Bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants. You can grow over 3 feet and about 1 meter in a single day under ideal conditions.
Yep, that's why pandas were
Uh,
created,
a gecko can climb smooth walls thanks to a million
because
of
they got.
microscopic hairs in their feet.
Yep, They're like Spidey
Sunlight.
Man. They got a little bunch of little hairs on their feet. See,
Sunlight.
this is the kind of shit that I know, but I can't fucking read a book.
That's fair. Sunlight takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. Rainbows are actually full circles, though we usually only see an arc from the ground. Elephants can recognize themselves in a mirror. The footprint left by the Apollo astronauts on the moon could last for millions of years because there's no wind and rain to erase them. Apples and water become. Wait, apples float in water because they're about 25%.
If you believe in that sort of thing, like we went to the moon in the first place.
I don't know. We may have gone to the moon. We may have not. Why did Stanley Kubrick make a fake moon landing, which is proven? Why did he do that?
How did the flag sit there and wave in the space wind if there's no wind? Because if there's space wind, then that footprint is long gone. Also, where's the bottom half of the lunar lander? Still on the moon?
Fair question.
Why are there no pictures of the bottom half of the lunar lander on the moon?
Why are they gay? That's another question. Why would they allow gay astronauts in there? Nobody knows.
Why do they let women into space?
And you know what's funny is if I would have been on there, they would have been late for takeoff.
Nope.
Because
they would never be delayed for anything. Weather, meteorites, nothing. Gotta poop, don't care. Shit your pants. Perfectly fine. Do it while we're flying. I don't care.
Yeah, do it while we're flying. Honey can last thousands of years without spoiling. It's sort of if stored properly. Yeah, you can.
I was gonna say if stored properly, because my shit is in the cupboard. I got to microwave it every time I want to use it.
Well, yeah, but that's still not bad.
It gets all crystallized. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still not bad. Sharks exist before
bee spit.
Sharks existed before trees appeared on Earth. I don't know how that's. How do they know that? Earth is the only known planet that supports life. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we've known that, and Mars possibly already had life on it.
I shouldn't even.
There's a conspiracy that Mars was Earth, and then we shit Mars, and then they sent a couple people on a pod from Mars to Earth to populate Earth, and that's who Adam and Eve are. Not saying I believe it. I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying it's a theory.
Whoever believes that is super stupid. The human brain. I say that, and I see you just kind of sit down. You're like, oh, I'm not stupid.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah. The human brain contains about 86 billion neurons. Lightning is about 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
That's fucking hot.
A giraffe has the same number of neck bones as a human, 7.
If a giraffe drank coffee, you think it'd be cold by the time it got to their stomach?
Body temperature.
Yeah, but that's different.
I'm just saying it probably would cool down to like body temperature. If your coffee is 120 degrees, then yeah. So here we go.
Where would they wear a necktie? Would they wear a necktie like up under their jugular, or like down around the base of their neck by their shoulders?
They'd have to wear 3.
one here, one halfway down, one by their shoulders.
Yeah.
Like a oversized safety flag, just to let everybody know it's there.
What's the most overrated movie ever made, Colton?
I don't know. I can't think of any right now.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Anchorman 2 as much as 1. I think it's kind of overrated. Same thing with Step Brothers. I like it, but it's not something I'm like jumping for.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something.
I'm going to say the most, in my opinion, any of the Fast and the Furious movies past Tokyo Drift.
Yes. Yeah, actually, take back everything I said. I'll cut it out. That is the fucking truth. If it's, and I'm not lying to you, you can ask anybody that I've ever talked to about this. I say the exact same thing. They did it for the money, and they ruined that fucking movie.
Yep. After the Tokyo Drift, it was never about the cars anymore.
We're launching cars into space.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. We're fighting with the FBI. Like, they're intercepting government convoys and shit. Like, that's not about racing cars.
Real. Yeah,
no. The Rock was in it. Like,
Jason Statham was in it.
Was he?
Yeah, because they made a new movie, Hodges and whatever. They made another movie based off the Rock and Jason Statham character.
Oh, that's right. I never did see that one. I never saw.
I've never watched any of them past Tokyo Drift. Never, not one.
I wonder how many they're going to keep making. Like after Paul Walker fucking died, and they just kept making them with his likeness.
Yeah,
Pitiful.
it's sad. Pitiful.
Yeah.
Which TV show deserves another season?
Which TV show deserves another season? Is Last Man Standing still on TV?
I
Because
don't think so.
I know ABC shut that down, and then Fox picked them up.
I don't think so.
I
but
always really
I'm
liked
glad.
Last Man Standing with Tim Allen.
Yeah, yeah. What's one song you never skip?
Most of them. I'm pretty heavily influenced by music. Like if I'm in a need to get shit done mood, it's like heavy metal, fast paced guitaring and grumpy sounding people. And if I'm just driving, cruising, or just hanging out in the garage, it's usually 70s to 90s country.
Yeah.
If I'm trucking at 11 o'clock or midnight, it's usually like 80s pop, like white girl tunes, just to keep the blood flowing.
Right.
I fucking love Pink Pony Club. Okay, Pink Pony Club. I never skip Pink Pony Club.
What's your favorite guilty pleasure show? We are for the Straight Guy.
Guilty pleasure. I don't watch TV,
Okay.
so that I can't answer that.
All right. Let's do this. If you could live in any fictional world, where would you go?
Any fictional world. Like what are we talking? Like
for you,
like Super Mario World.
Like for you, like where there's just it's all gay dudes, or something like that.
Uranus.
Yeah. God, well, it's a real place, so.
Well, and I don't think they've found any gay dudes there.
Sad face for you.
I've been looking.
Okay. Let's ask.
I don't know. Like the first thing that came up in my mind was Super Mario World from N64.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
It's fighting a sneeze. Thought it was going to come out. It didn't. Dogs. I hate cats.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet after salty.
Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Favorite snack? Comfort Holden.
Favorite snack? Ooh, a slice of bologna wrapped around a string cheese.
This is setting me up so hard, this question. One word people use to describe you. Gay.
I like to think people think I'm funny.
Yeah.
Or fat.
Is pineapple on pizza actually good?
Yes.
No.
Yep. I dig it. I like the sweet. Sweet. I like this. I like the sweet and the salty, like the savory of the pizza sauce and the cheese and the sweetness of the pineapple.
If we're talking about pineapple, I did it in here. I have 2 of them in my house. But where you take pineapple spheres and you put pineapple juice in there, Kool-Aid packets and lemonade packets, you let it sit for 24 hours. Oh, dude, it's so good.
I bet.
It's so good. I love it. I've been doing it bunches.
Yeah, you know what? I will go out and say that I like pineapple on pizza. I like a Hawaiian pizza, pineapple and ham. Like if people ask, like it's not something I like. Like my favorite kind of pizza is like a chicken pizza, like a chicken bacon ranch or a chicken club. I like the ranchy mayonnaise sauce versus the red pizza sauce. And something like the tomatoes on a chicken club pizza mixed with the ranchy sauce. That's my favorite kind of pizza. But if somebody's like, does anybody like Hawaiian? Like, you want to get a Hawaiian pizza? I'm like, yeah, get a Hawaiian pizza. I'll eat the shit out of it. I love it. I don't want to say I love it, but it's good. I'll eat it.
You've already said it.
Delete it.
What's one conspiracy theory that's entertaining, even if you don't believe it?
One conspiracy. Okay, I don't know if this is my actual answer, but the first thing that came to mind was that aliens are here and they come from the ocean, not from outer space. Because that's one that I just kind of started learning about the other day.
Well, I'll take it. I'll take that as a final question. We've done an hour and we've kept good track. I enjoyed it. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoy the content. Again, this next time we do one, what I plan on doing is we're going to do a little bit different. We're actually going to tackle like a story or a subject, whether it's like a story about missing kids or a conspiracy theory, and we're going to kind of tackle it, walk through it, see what we think, and yeah, we're going to try to do things a little bit differently. But I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check our stuff out. We want to do things better, bigger, and we would just like for you guys to see what we got going on. So hope everyone has a good night, Colton. I'll talk to you. I'll touch you. I'll see you later.
Touch me all over. Lick me.
Touch me.
Until I reach my satisfaction.
Pink Pony Club.